Today on VOX, we have information on vaccines and more. Ben Dudash will have your local weather, and Knox Hampton will have your sports.
It's Tuesday, March 23rd, 2021, and you're watching VOX News Today.
Good afternoon and welcome back. I'm Jay Standridge.
And I'm Serena Shelton.
Vaccine locations are expanding in Northwest Georgia. There will be a new spot to get your new vaccine by appointment only. Eligible Georgia workers who live in the Tennessee or Alabama counties can sign up online. By registering for an appointment, a vaccination will be reserved for each person. Officials say failure to show up for a scheduled appointment means a vaccine is unavailable for someone else in need.
The Cleveland police say a man has died after a shooting at Tebow's Bar Tavern early Monday morning. Witnesses told police that a man came into a bar and started causing conflicts during the fight. Xavier Rouse was shot and later pronounced dead at Tennova Hospital.
Governor Bill Lee announced that all adults in Tennessee will be eligible for the COVID-19 vaccine no later than April 5th. All Tennesseans over the age of 55 were eligible for the vaccine effective March 18th. On April 5th, all Tennessee residents over the age of 16 will have the eligibility for the vaccine.
A 9-year-old Minnesota boy was bitten by a shark as his body surfed in Miami Beach over the weekend. His mother said, quote, "I was holding his hand the whole time and he was kind of body surfing a little bit and he had fallen on his stomach," end quote. When she pulled him up, she said she saw a chunk of skin missing from his shoulder. Miami Beach Fire Rescue crew took the child to the hospital where surgeons closed the wound.
Ellen DeGeneres' daytime talk show has dropped dramatically in viewership following the star's toxic workplace scandal that dominated headlines last year. Many reports state that the Ellen DeGeneres show has lost over 1 million viewers over the course of the show's 18th season. The program's latest season kicked off in September of 2020 with an apology from the comedian about claims of a toxic workplace that married the show over the summer. Here is Ben Dudash with your weather report.
Here's a look at your weather today, and I'll have that and more right after this break.
CRCC to me is a calling that God placed on my life to really step out in faith on something that I didn't think I could do, and it's been amazing to see how God's worked through it.
CRCC stands for Crossroads Community Church, but we're a church that our vision is to be a life-giving church in our community. We do that through helping people know God, find freedom, discover their purpose, and then go make a difference. And so that's what we're doing every week, is helping people discover their jam and go make a difference.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's take a look at our weather at glance. Today, it's going to be mostly cloudy with a high of 70 and a low of 57s and gusts of wind reaching up to 12 miles per hour going south-southeast. And the humidity percent for today is at 58. Now let's take a look at our 7-day weather forecast. Wednesday, those clouds should be turning into scattered thunderstorms with a high of 71 and a low of 59. Thursday, those showers and storms should be departing, but those clouds are sticking around with a high of 70 and a low of 58. Friday, some of those clouds are departing with mostly sunny skies with a high of 73 and a low of 48. Saturday, those scattered thunderstorms are coming back with a high of 73 and a low of 60. Sunday, those scattered thunderstorms are sticking around with a high of 68 and a low of 37. Monday, those thunderstorms should be departing with, once again, mostly sunny skies with a high of 63 and a low of 43. Let's take a look at our local radar. There's some scattered showers throughout the area, like I said before, but other than that, everywhere else, we're all in the clear. Now let's take a look at our national radar. We got a storm that's brewing up the near the Houston area and all over the north area, and there's some scattered ice and snowstorms near the north and northwest area like Idaho and Utah. And that's all for weather. Now let's send it over to Knoxhampton with your sports.
Alrighty, sports fans, we have some news about NASCAR, but we'll have that and more right after this break.
In 1933, Ray Jackson founded Jackson Furniture in the midst of the Great Depression. We opened our doors the day the banks closed theirs. Since then, we have continued to create furniture right here in the USA. We have seen decades of American prosperity, challenge, war, and mind-blowing advancements in science and technology. We have never forgotten the way our company and country began, with perseverance, hope, and hard work. Throughout all of those decades of change, one thing remains consistent. Families love to relax together in a room filled with comfortable furniture. That is where we have been and will always be. From being huddled around a radio to being kicked back in front of a giant flat screen.
Alrighty, and welcome back. We would like to congratulate our Bradley tennis teams, both boys and girls, for beating Ray County 7-2. And let's take a look at some scores. The Kings beat the Cavaliers 119-105. The Thunder defeated the Timberwolves 112-103. The Hornets beat the Spurs 100-97. The Jazz beat the Bulls 120-95. The Rockets defeated the Raptors 117-99. The Grizzlies defeated the Celtics 132-126. The Bucks defeated the Pacers 140-113. And the Clippers defeated the Hawks 119-110. The boys baseball beat Soddy Daisy 4-0, and the Bearats sadly lost to the Cherokees 10-2. Hype is building up for the big racing events at Bristol Motor Speedway this coming weekend. Many of the campground day parkers from this past weekend are gone, but some campers opted to stay 2 weekends in a row. The crowd always builds up as the race week comes into fruition. This is our vacation, said Skip Young, a longtime race fan from West Virginia. We come down here twice a year. This is our week off, and we just extended it a few days this year because we could get in the campground early. We also have a lot of Bradley sports happening tonight. Our tennis team is playing at Tinsley Park at 4 o'clock. Softball is playing Walker Valley at 5 o'clock. Soccer is playing against Chattanooga Central at 6 o'clock. And our baseball team is playing at Soddy Daisy at 7. We'll have more news right after this break.
One thing to love about the Tennessee Valley is Bradley Central Show Choir, Vocal Motion. The other thing to love is the local Geico office on Lee Highway.
You could save a lot. Oh, you can save a lot. Oh, you can save a lot. But how do you know? Unless you call 894-2600.
Got a car? Got a boat? Got a home?
Get a quote.
Alexa, ask Whirlpool. Hey Google, ask Whirlpool. Ask Whirlpool, ask Whirlpool.
Care can be a handful. That's why our Whirlpool Smart Range helps you care smarter with voice control.
Hey Google, ask Whirlpool to turn off the oven.
Set oven timer for 5 hours. Keep warm. Alexa, ask Whirlpool to preheat the oven to 350.
So life doesn't revolve around your range. Everyday care. Whirlpool.
Welcome back. Now let's ask the question, will we have the proof that President Vladimir Putin will get his COVID vaccine? The Kremlin announced today that no cameras will be capturing the moment when Russian President Vladimir Putin gets his vaccine against coronavirus. During a conference call with journalists, Dmitry Peskov said that the Russian president doesn't like being vaccinated on camera. He added it will not be disclosed which vaccine Putin will receive, but it will be one of the 3 Russians that have already been approved: Sputnik 5, Epivaxarona, or Coviva. Now to Jace with more news.
Sinovac said its COVID-19 vaccine is safe in children ages 3 to 17. Based on preliminary data, it has been submitted the data to Chinese drug regulators. More than 70 million shots of the Sinovac vaccine have been given worldwide, including in China. China has approved its use in adults, but it has not yet been used in children because their immune systems may respond differently to the vaccine.
IKEA's French subsidiary and several of its former executives went on trial Monday over accusations that they illegally spied on employees and customers. Trade unions reported the furniture and home goods company to French authorities in 2012, accusing it of collecting personal data by fraudulent means and the illicit disclosure of personal information.
Taiwan's Air Force has reported 1 dead and 1 missing after a training mission went wrong. They allegedly collided into each other mid-air on Monday. One pilot was found and taken to the hospital but died shortly after. The other is still missing. The Air Force Chief of Staff has stated that both aircrafts were in working condition.
In a Rohingya refugee camp, at least 15 bodies have been found. Officials announced that a devastating fire destroyed thousands of shelters. Around 560 were injured by the fire and 400 are still missing. At least 3 of the dead were children.
We are online at YouTube at BCHS VOX News. You can check us out on Facebook and, of course, at voxnews.net.
Remind your friends and family to tune in. You just can't get enough of VOX.
That's all we have for you today, Bradley Central.
And as always,
God bless and go Bears.